on GMA. It's 7-time Emmy winner Jean Smart and Hannah Einbinder together live. And this week, Lisa Vanderpump's here. Michael Simon cooking things up. And it's Tori with Deals and Steals Superfan Week.
Tori, thank you.
On Good Morning America.
Now on 4 News Now at 6, a Spokane family says a high school student shot and killed last week needed mental health care. We'll show you where to turn if someone you love is in crisis and how to find help in our community.
You want to keep your raincoats handy because I'm tracking plenty more wet weather on the way. I'll show you when the skies will clear, and I'm tracking mountain snow in your first alert weather forecast.
And Spokane is considering pumping the brakes on new drive-through restaurants in large parts of the city. Why some say it's about safety and long-term planning. You're watching 4 News Now at 6 o'clock.
The community is mourning the loss of Carter Cochran, the 17-year-old Lewis and Clark High School student who was shot and killed last week in Spokane Valley. The shooting is still under investigation, but the sheriff's office says it happened during a mental health crisis.
Today, Carter's family and friends are remembering him as a bright light in their lives. Madeline Mullen spoke with family today about who Carter was and the mental health struggle he was enduring.
Joyful, respectful, fun. Those were the words that Cochran's grandma, Kim Carroll, used to describe him. And it's those characteristics that make it so hard for her to understand why Carter is now gone. It was a mental health crisis that turned deadly. According to the sheriff's office, Carter was in crisis and talking about harming himself when he jumped in front of a car Wednesday night. The sheriff's office says the car came to a stop and Carter got inside. The driver was armed and eventually got Carter out of the car, but an argument between the two continued and the driver shot Carter multiple times. That driver has cooperated with investigators and no arrests were made. Carter's grandmother says this type of crisis had never happened before, but that for the past 2 years since his mom unexpectedly died, Carter has been struggling with his mental health. Today, we spoke with NAMI Spokane about how people can get help.
And we don't openly talk about how hard grief is, especially grief over losing a parent as a child, and that it doesn't automatically go away and time doesn't necessarily heal it all.
Carol says Carter was loved by many and had support, but that everyone is walking around with a pain you don't know about, and that's exactly what NAMI Spokane is trying to address.
Reduce stigma around mental health, and so that we can have the conversations openly. That is the #1 reason why people don't ask for support.
NAMI says for family of a teenager who may be struggling, it's important to check in, start the conversation, and let them know that there is support if they need it. And if you don't know what that support is or how to have that conversation, NAMI is here to help.
How can we create a Spokane community where when we are met with people who live with mental health challenges or substance abuse, that our response is slightly different and more compassionate and caring?
The executive director of NAMI says a good place for teens to get help can be at school where there are mental health professionals. This week at Lewis and Clark High School, there will be extra counselors available for students, and parents are encouraged to check in on their students who may be struggling. In studio, I'm Madeline Mullins, 4 News Now.
All right, Madeline, thank you. If you or your child is experiencing a mental health crisis, you can always call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Counselors will answer your call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's some breaking news to share with you now. Within the last hour, a group of teens have been detained for allegedly bringing a gun into a Taco Bell in North Spokane.
Police say they caught up to the group and surrounded them just off of Division near Franklin Park in North Spokane. That's just a few blocks north of the Northtown Mall. Angela Hara is live at the scene. So, Angela, what do we know so far?
So here's what we know. SPD received a call from an employee here at the Taco Bell on Division saying that an individual walked in and pointed a gun at the clerk. And if you can see behind me, you see the cop cars. SPD has not confirmed if that individual was trying to rob the restaurant, and they have also not confirmed that it was a gun at this point. They followed a blue Jeep out of the restaurant and conducted a high-risk traffic stop. That traffic stop led to 4 juveniles juveniles detained. One of them has been arrested and taken away, and the other 3, they are sitting at the curb right now, and I can see that they are not in handcuffs. They're just sitting on the curb and supervised by about 3 officers right now, and that is all that we know at this point. Live in Spokane, Angela Hara, back to you guys.
All right, Angela, thank you. The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is searching for a man who robbed a gas station in Spokane Valley.
Yeah, take a look at these photos of the suspect. If we can pull them up for you. Investigators say this happened early Friday morning. A man armed with a knife walked into a Chevron near North Pines in East Mission, demanding money. Deputies say the suspect ran off before they arrived. If you have information or surveillance video that could help with this investigation, you should contact the Spokane County Sheriff's Office. We do have those photos for you on KXLY.com.
All right, you want to keep your coat handy because we have plenty more rain on the way.
Yeah, let's send it over to forecaster Jason Valentine in for Chris Crocker tonight to see when it's expected to return.
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a break from the showers today. And again, Spokane just saw some this morning, but most of the showers tonight have been to the north. Good Monday evening, everyone. 57 right now in the Spokane region. Starting to break up. Could actually have quite the pretty sundown as we're moving into that. But most of the showers, again, relegated to north of Spokane. We even saw a little bit of thunder and lightning. Colville area, Deer Park saw some around 3 p.m., but it is starting to dissipate and head into the east. Kind of a little bit of a wider spread. We saw quite a bit of shower activity yesterday in the Pullman, Colfax area. They're getting a break today. And here's the remaining bits of thunder and lightning right at the border between us and Canada. So as we move into the next 24 hours, we're going to see more shower activity. Right now, almost an inch in the last 24 hours for Walla Walla. Pullman, almost ½ an inch, just a bit in Spokane. We do expect to see, though, more in Spokane as we get to tomorrow afternoon. So winds, we're seeing 17-mile-per-hour winds in Spokane. Those are slowly starting to slow down. We do expect to see, though, these winds to continue into our overnight period. And again, just a little above our averages for this time of year, but we do expect to see changes, much cooler changes as we move into the next couple of days. So into our evening, we should be pretty calm except for those winds, but get ready for snow in the mountains as we get into tomorrow. All that in my First Alert weather forecast. It's coming right up.
All right, Jason, thank you. We now know how a 26-year-old woman died after she was missing for days back in March. Aspen Valdez's body was found on March 3rd in a backyard in the town of Sprague. The Spokane County Medical Examiner's Office says she died of hypothermia complicated by methamphetamine intoxication. Authorities say Valdez got out of a family vehicle near Sprague and told relatives she planned to walk to Spokane before she disappeared.
Well, Spokane used to be known as a hot spot for car thefts and break-ins, but data from the FBI shows these crimes have gone down over the last decade. Over 1,700 car thefts were reported in 2015 compared to just 837 last year. And the number of break-ins has been cut in half between 2022 and 2025. Juan Rodriguez, a detective with the Spokane Police Department who focuses on car thefts, says the department has cracked down on repeat offenders. He also says people have become more careful not to leave valuables in their cars, which discourages break-ins. Rodriguez says he's glad things have gotten better, but he says there's still work to be done.
Have to keep at it. We have to keep the community helping us out. The police officers doing proactive work. The investigations, good thorough investigations, all make a huge difference.
So far, people in Spokane have reported 174 stolen cars and 522 break-ins this year. The highest number of each of those crimes was reported downtown.
All right, here's a look at the Spokane City Council meeting that's happening right now. Tonight's agenda includes an emergency ordinance that was added last Friday. It's a proposed year-long ban on new drive-thrus and gas stations along some of Spokane's busiest traffic corridors.
Yeah, the largest impacted area is the Division Street corridor. Mary Sheridan is there live for us tonight. So what do supporters hope to accomplish during this year-long ban?
Well, city planners tell me they want a one-year pause while they figure out the safest way to zone land surrounding bus stations here before something new like a drive-through comes in and changes the landscape. It's part of a bigger push to turn high-density corridors like this one into safer places for people to walk, bike, or use public transit. For years, the Spokane City Council has been discussing adding more places to live along Division and closer to transit.
People want a city that's more vibrant, that has more accessibility to walk and bike and get around the city.
STA plans to start construction on new bus stops along Division in 2028 as part of their Bus Rapid Transit program. That's why city planners want to take a timeout on new drive-thrus, gas stations, and coffee stands that can impact the trafficscape and safety of the corridor for generations.
If we don't pause it now, then we could be stuck with the results. And trying to retrofit a city is a lot harder than trying to plan out for the future.
If we could go back 6 months and avoid those incompatibilities that are vested from 6 months ago, that would be great. But we don't live in that reality. So today is the day that we felt like, let's bring something forward and address this.
A draft of the moratorium only applies to new drive-thrus. It includes a large portion of Division Street and parts of Hamilton and Monroe.
It's not saying that there's going to be a ban on drive-thrus forever. There's other places in the city that there can still continue to be. This is really focused specifically on high transit corridors.
And some planned drive-thrus are safe from this ban as well. We've learned that the proposed Chick-fil-A supposed to go in on Mission and Ruby has already obtained the necessary permits that it makes it exempt from this ban. Reporting live in Spokane, I'm Mary Sheridan, 4 News Now.
All right, Mary, thank you. A major antitrust trial over concert ticket prices is now in the hands of jurors.
Why Washington and 33 other states say Live Nation broke antitrust laws and what a verdict could mean for you the next time you buy concert tickets. Plus, the Seattle Mariners earn a critical sweep over the Houston Astros to get the season back on track. Find out who shined brightest in today's win.
Tensions escalate between the U.S. and Iran after reports President Trump ordered a naval blockade of Iranian port traffic. How it's impacting gas prices and what it can mean for you at the pump. That's next on 4 News Now at 6.
Plan your day with Matt Gray, only on Good Morning Northwest.
4 News Now is brought to you by Andy's Heating Cooling.
It's time to spring into savings and spring into a new 26 Sierra 1500 Elevation. Lease today for just $199 a month and ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront Park.
If your bath has seen a lot of life, nobody gives it new life like Bath Fitter. Whatever shape your bath is in, Bath Fitter will transform it with an amazing number of styles and watertight walls that are grout-free and easy to clean. With 40 years of experience, Bath Fitter knows what people want. An affordable remodel that isn't just beautiful, it's guaranteed for life. When it's time to give your bath new life, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
You may have heard that Cowbell Toyota is your small-town dealership with a big heart, but we're more than just a great sales experience.
We also have a state-of-the-art express maintenance center where our certified technicians can get your routine maintenance done quick and easy, even on Saturdays.
Our detail department is here to get your car sparkling clean inside and out. If you need a rental, we've got you covered.
When it comes to vehicles, Cowbell Toyota can do it all.
We're your small-town dealership.
With a big heart. In basketball, to have a good offense, you need to know how to read the defense.
The same is true dealing with the insurance company after a car wreck.
They'll use every trick in their playbook to pay you as little as possible.
But we know their playbook.
And play number 1 is the blame game.
They'll point the finger at you and blame you for the wreck.
So if you've been in a wreck,
call Russell and Hill to protect your case.
Russell and Hill will fight for you. Call 800-LAW-0842.
Is it time to update your living spaces? Don't overspend at the big box store. Come see us at Consign Furniture. We have the largest selection of like-new consignment furniture in Liberty Lake. No long wait times on couches to dining sets, rugs, and more. And our team will deliver today. Inventory moves fast. Check us out online or stop by today.
Consign Furniture. It's the easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
It's time to spring into savings and spring into a new 26 Sierra 2500 HD Denali, up to $11,000 off or 4.9% APR, and ask us about our 3-day return and 7-day exchange. We're family owned and operated at GMC of Riverfront.
Around the world, weekend peace talks between the U.S. and Iran failed. Now the U.S. military has set up a blockade on Iranian ports.
And now President Donald Trump has issued a harsh warning, saying the U.S. will sink any Iranian fast attack ships that come near the blockade. Lee Waldman has the story.
After failing to reach a deal for peace, President Donald Trump has ordered the U.S. Navy to begin blockading Iranian port traffic.
It would be a considerable operation requiring a lot of surveillance, as well as, of course, the physical presence of several destroyers and probably an aircraft carrier, maybe two.
In a post on Truth Social, President Donald Trump touted the defeat of the Iranian Navy, but warned that any fast attack ships that come close to the blockade would be immediately eliminated.
Unfortunately, the mentality of the leadership in Iran is hardening.
Iran's acting defense minister said the country is preparing for any scenario, and any aggression would result in a harsh and decisive response, according to remarks broadcast on Iran's state-run television.
Iran has said this blockade violates the ceasefire. But it's one thing to say that. It's another thing to start shooting.
Iran has been allowing some tankers through in recent days, while reportedly charging a hefty toll of up to $2 million. In the U.S., stock markets fell and oil prices topped $100 a barrel on Sunday as the blockade and failed peace talks are set to further disrupt the global economy. A gallon of gas in the U.S. cost $4.12 on average Sunday, up 38% from the start of the war, despite declining slightly over the weekend. I'm Lee Waldman reporting.
Well, folks, here is a look at a very nice, looking at our lovely passes, but those are going to be changing tomorrow. Can you believe inches of snow are expected for most of them into tomorrow and Wednesday? Also, more rain for our regions. I'll have your first alert weather forecast that is coming right up. You're watching 4 News Now at 6. See you after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Colville Toyota.
Morning. It's just in the neighborhood. Noticed your windows could use a little.
Not interested.
Really, ma'am, honestly, I just need 5 minutes of your time. Trust me. Where you go?
Tired of the high-pressure sales pitch? We're not those guys. At Northwest Window & Door, you'll love our no-pressure sales approach. And we sell the highest quality Marvin windows and doors. Get 3 quotes, make sure one's ours. You'll be glad you did.
Style or substance. Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get this low mileage lease on this Sierra Elevation for around $329 per month. Plus, current eligible GMC lessees get over $3,200 additional lease cash.
If you're in the market for new furniture and appreciate style, service, and sale pricing,
then you should come to Kerner Furniture during our Customer Appreciation Sale.
We have a large selection with customizations available.
And a friendly staff to show you all of the options.
And Customer Appreciation Sale markdowns store-wide.
Kerner Furniture is your home for Lazy Boy, with always guaranteed lowest prices.
For the best experience and price, shop locally owned Kerner Furniture during our Customer Appreciation Sale.
STCU and 4 News Now are proud to highlight volunteers throughout our region.
And that tradition continues today.
Through our Volunteers Count program, we celebrate dedicated people who help at nonprofits, large and small.
Their work benefits individuals, families, and our entire community.
Do you know of a volunteer who goes above and beyond? Someone who makes a positive impact and ensures others' needs are met?
We'd love to hear about them. Nominate them at KXLY.com/volunteerscount.
Brought to you by 4 News Now and STCU.
Tomorrow on GMA, it's 7-time Emmy winner Jean Smart and Hannah Einbinder together live. And this week, Lisa Vanderpump's here, Michael Simon cooking things up. And it's Tori with Deals and Steals Superfan Week.
Tori, thank you.
On Good Morning America.
All right, welcome back. Jason Valentine in for Chris Crocker. And Kirsten, you were almost threatening Jason earlier with the use of the S word. We're talking snow.
Snow, right? I don't want to hear it.
No.
Not anymore.
If we see any snow in the cities, it'll be early Thursday, very light, or maybe early Wednesday in Coeur d'Alene, very light. then it'll go. Let's take a look outside, I promise. It is April after all. 48 right now, Coeur d'Alene, 57 in Spokane. Good Monday evening. Hope you had a wonderful start to your work week. And we're looking at a very busy and active weather pattern for the next couple of days. On our radar, again, all the shower activity relegated to the north today, except for this morning, of course. But it's starting to move out into the east and kind of out into the northeast. So we're looking at much drier conditions overnight, but that is going to be changing as we get to tomorrow afternoon. So precipitation chances for Spokane, 60% tomorrow, 70% on Wednesday, and then that little chance of, again, sorry, Kirsten, a little bit of snow possible Thursday morning. Then we'll be looking at warming temperatures and just a slight chance of some shower activity as we get into our next weekend. So our forecast for rainfall for tomorrow, the green is all the way from, again, the lighter green is about ½ an inch to maybe even an inch just to the north of Coeur d'Alene. So we do expect widespread showers tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. I'll show you that in my future cast. So take a look at our winter storm warning. Yes, it is April, but winter storm warning Tuesday, tomorrow, late morning into Wednesday evening. We expect to see quite a bit of snow in the Cascades. That includes our passes. How much? 10 to 20 inches of new snow is expected for Snoqualmie and for Stevens Pass. That is incredible. And most of it will be coming on the Ides of April, which of course is tax day on Wednesday. 6 to 12 inches for Lookout Pass as well. They don't have an advisory, at least just yet, but still that's a pretty good amount of snow coming in the middle of April. So here's our future cast. As we move into our evening, here's those showers to the north moving on out. And as we head into tomorrow morning, partly cloudy skies, could see a little bit of sun breaks. Then showers return Tuesday evening. They continue into the evening hours. But look at this. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene might be missing out on those early showers and even snow for Pullman. Lookout Pass, St. Mary's, that is Wednesday early. And then it's just going to kind of then filter out, and then just some scattered showers. Again, that chance of early snow on Thursday, and then moving on to drier conditions. So just get ready for, again, a busy weather pattern for the next couple of days. If you're traveling over the passes anytime soon, please make sure to check current conditions. So our temperatures right now, it's been very chilly in northern Idaho. They're in the mid to upper 40s. It's the mid 50s for the Inland Empire. For our temperature change, look at this, 9 degrees difference from yesterday at this time. Sandpoint, 14 degrees difference. So quite a lot chillier in the North Idaho area. So low temperatures overnight tonight are in the mid to upper 30s, lower 40s. That is changing very soon. And again, winds between 15 to 20 miles per hour into tomorrow. So get ready for more wind to be coming in. So 52 for your Tuesday, 48 and heavy showers in some areas for your Wednesday. Look at your overnight conditions Wednesday late through Friday late. They're around the freezing mark. So if you're thinking of doing any planting anytime soon, please wait until we get to the weekend. We get past those chilly temperatures. Tonight, the showers have ended, but tomorrow, snow in the mountains and more afternoon rain throughout.
All right, Jason, thank you. After a rough start to the season, the Mariners bounced back in a big way with a sweep over the Houston Astros.
Yeah, Seattle capped off the series with a strong performance from Josh Naylor today.
This game was just so huge for the Mariners. They needed this one. Josh Naylor, so big today. He's at the plate, 1 for 11 this series so far, but he makes that second hit count. High fly ball to the deepest part of the ballpark. Home run, his first of the season, drives in 3. And Seattle Rockets to a 3-0 lead. 2 innings later, he's up again with a man on first. Naylor, again, no doubter off the bat. It's somehow even deeper than the last one. It soars into the Julio no-fly zone. That one's flying well. Another 2 runs courtesy of the Canadian. Houston finally gets a hit off George Kirby in the 5th inning. He ended up going 8 innings today. Yanier Diaz bloops a single and left to score 1, but Luke Raley prevents any shot of a blown lead with more run support. His second of 3 hits scores Julio Rodriguez, and the Mariners complete the sweep with a 6-2 win, upping their record to 8-9. So looking at this series, it's the first time Seattle swept Houston in a 4-game series since 2018. The banged-up Astros suffered their first 8-game losing streak since 2013. I know music to Mariners fans' ears. And Josh Naylor today with his 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. The 7th time in his whole career with that many. The first time since, ironically, against Seattle in June last year. So very impressive for him to get that bounce back, get there. I went to the Mariners game this weekend on Sunday, and I saw Cal Raleigh strike out a bunch of times and was like, oh, no, it's not going well. But then Logan Gilbert did such a great job. So it's great to see the team get together more and get some big wins in a row.
And give us your review of the Mariner Moose.
It was delicious. The cookies were phenomenal. The ice cream was great. No ferry. They were all sold out this weekend.
Boy, that's a bummer.
But they're confirmed to get more coming in, so don't worry. We'll have them in the rest of the season.
I'm so happy you went and you gave us that.
I got to go back to get one.
That's so good. Thank you, Jack. Still ahead. Did concert ticket prices get pushed too high on purpose? Jurors now weighing in on a major case against Live Nation and Ticketmaster and what their decision could mean for fans. That's next on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Post Falls ER and Hospital.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
For over 18 years, Brothers Flooring has treated our customers like family. From big bear hugs to great deals on flooring, we have always gone the extra mile to make our neighbors' homes better. At Brothers Flooring, we make it beautiful.
It's the spring tune-up event this week at the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights and their new store on 4th Street in Coeur d'Alene.
Hi, I'm George, and I'm offering great deals on over 300 of the best rigs in the region.
And right now, when you purchase a vehicle from Cal, you get up to $600 of free upgrades to customize your ride.
Plus, we'll give you top dollar for your trade-in.
And $44 down is all you need.
This week at Cal.
I'm Dr. Roxanne Haslam. I'm one of the urologists at North Idaho Urology.
Dr. Matt McLaughlin.
North Idaho Urology, I'm Dr. Ellison.
I'm Dr. David Flores. I work at North Idaho Urology as one of the urologists there in the practice.
The North Idaho Urology difference is that we care.
North Idaho Urology, we really strive to just provide an excellent experience for the patients.
What's important to me in taking care of patients is trust in their surgeon.
Give us a call, go to our website. We'd love to see you soon.
The train is right on time. Grand Funk Railroad still shining on tour. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 16th. Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 14th. The Marshall Tucker Band. Now they take the highway to a special night full of classics. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, June 4th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or CDAcasino.com to buy your tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became America's best-selling trucks. And we've kept that title every year since. Ford, the most awarded brand for initial quality among trucks by J.D. Power.
Today is the second day of deliberations for jurors in the landmark antitrust trial against Live Nation in a New York City federal courtroom.
34 states, including Washington, arguing Live Nation, along with its ticketing subsidiary Ticketmaster, are blocking competition and driving up prices for fans. ABC's Rena Roy shares why Live Nation says it was playing by the rules.
Jury deliberations underway in the landmark antitrust trial against Live Nation and its ticketing provider, Ticketmaster. 34 states suing the company, saying it's blocked competition and driven up prices for fans, arguing this was done through threats, retaliation, and other tactics to control virtually every aspect of the industry, from concert promotion to ticketing. The lawyer arguing on behalf of the states, calling the company a monopolistic bully. Jurors seeing internal messages sent between two regional ticketing directors, writing, quote, "These people are so stupid," saying they were, quote, "robbing them blind by hiking prices on parking and VIP upgrades." At one point, even saying he could gouge customers with extra fees. A rep for Live Nation condemning the messages, saying it will be looking into the matter promptly. The company arguing in court the messages that were sent on Slack were private banter between two employees, not company policy. Throughout the trial, lawyers for Live Nation and Ticketmaster trying to show jurors that the entertainment and ticketing business is more complicated than the states are portraying, arguing it's impossible to monopolize an industry that's largely controlled by artists, sports teams, and venues that set prices and decide how tickets are sold.
If these 34 attorney generals are right, it could mean lower tickets, greater competition, and a different way of getting access to live entertainment.
The Justice Department last month settling its own case against Live Nation for $280 million. One requirement allowing competitors to list ticket sales directly on Ticketmaster's website, according to a senior Justice Department official.
So the DOJ felt that there was enough concessions from Ticketmaster and Live Nation to say, we don't need to go forward.
New York Attorney General Letitia James, who's helping lead the legal fight against Live Nation, says that settlement failed to address the monopoly at the center of this case and would benefit Live Nation at the expense of consumers. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Still ahead, money talks are no longer off limits at home.
Coming up, why more parents are opening up to their kids about their finances and how it could help set them up for success as they get older. And traffic is backing up along Sprague Avenue in East Spokane as a major construction project continues. How long the delays could last and the impact local businesses are already feeling.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
This is Arby's new French Dip Royale. One bite of the melty provolone, caramelized onions, and steak seasoning will have you saying, "Hello, Your Royal Highness."
Arby's, we have the meat.
Style or substance? Somehow it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything. In the GMC Sierra. Or get this low mileage lease on this Sierra Elevation for around $329 per month. Plus, current eligible GMC lessees get over $3,200 additional lease cash.
At Jacobs Custom Living, we don't think you need to climb Everest to be a great outdoorsman. Right outside your back door can feel like a faraway place where you leave the day behind. Here you can get in touch with your outer side. Family and friends are accomplices in your escape to freedom. If you build it, they will come. They being positive vibes and good times. So let's build it. We've got the blueprint. Jacobs Custom Living. This is outdoorsing.
We are the Dillos. We are from Northern Kentucky. Being out in a rural area, coverage is pretty hit and miss with other carriers. So switching to T-Mobile solved a lot of problems that we had.
I'm able to use T-Satellite now. We've got coverage no matter where we're at.
America's best network meets off-the-grid satellite coverage with T-Satellite. And now switch to T-Mobile and get free phones for $0 down. Plus 4 lines for only $25 per month per line.
Better service, better price, win-win.
Eastern Washington University is the region's polytechnic. And that means we don't do things like everyone else. We put hands-on learning at the forefront of everything we do. Our polytechnic plays trumpet, learns applied ethics, and studies humanities and education. It powers the research centers that give our STEM graduates an edge in the workforce. We are your Eastern Washington University, the region's polytechnic.
This is Arby's Crispy Chicken Sandwich, now available in the $7.99 meat and 3 box. Our chef describes it as prime cut, 100% all white meat chicken. But we just say it's really good.
Arby's, we have the meat.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Drivers on Sprague Avenue are seeing lots of traffic because of a construction project that will take 2 more months to complete.
Yeah, the city is replacing the asphalt along Sprague from Freya to Havana, and local businesses are hoping that they won't see too many more impacts. Derek Strom is on Sprague where that work is underway.
Right now, it can take several light cycles to get through Sprague and Havana because of the grind and overlay project happening along Sprague. Local businesses say they've noticed a decrease in customers lately, partially due to how much traffic the construction has created.
It's a little bit of a hassle. I know that Jack in the Box here, he said his business has gone down
pretty good because there's just cars lined up this way, that way, and the other way.
This project is scheduled to continue through mid-June, but having this kind of construction last into the summer could be detrimental to local restaurants along Sprague. Seamus's Sandwiches says its catering business helps support the restaurant, but it hopes to see more customers once this project ends.
I'm sure it's like our restaurant and a lot of other restaurants, summertime is the busiest time of the year, so having this going on, it's definitely not the best for our businesses, but I know it's the best for Spokane.
Even though this construction has been difficult to navigate for drivers and business owners in this area, the people living and working here are looking forward to having new roads once this project is finished.
It'll make things go a little smoother. You know, it won't be as bumpy. I don't know if the new utility lines are going to do anything for me, but yeah, this is progress. Progress goes on.
The city also plans to replace some of the stormwater infrastructure and some of the older traffic lights. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
Well, many of you may be returning from a warm spring break. And I don't know how to tell you this. We may see some snow this week.
Well, I've returned from spring breaks in past years and had landed in Spokane International Airport to snow on the ground. So was glad I didn't see that over the weekend. But Jason Valentine, who's in for Chris Crocker, says we may actually see some snow later this week.
We could see just a hint of snow Thursday morning, and northern Idaho could see some Wednesday morning. Of course, it'll go away very quickly, but we also expect inches of snow in the Cascades. As we're heading into our evening hours, though, the showers for right now have moved on, but we expect more. We could even have a lovely sundown tonight, so do get ready for that. Very nice conditions as we're moving into our evening, as things have settled down, and especially for Pullman, Colfax area. They were hit very hard yesterday with thunder and lightning and plenty of shower activity. They're getting a break, but showers will return for them tomorrow afternoon. Now, winds have been a bit of a factor. 17-mile-per-hour winds in Spokane right now. A little bit of gusts going on in the Spokane Valley. We do expect the winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour overnight into tomorrow. Gusts possible up to 25 miles per hour. We did see them up to 30 today. On our almanac, highs today, 59, a little above our average, quite a bit above our average for our overnight low. But that is going to switch, as tomorrow we're going to be below our averages for both of those as we cool down quite a bit towards the middle part of our week. So besides the wind, very settled down into our overnight period, but big changes on the way, and yes, inches of snow in the Cascades. All that, my First Alert weather forecast, it's coming right up.
All right, Jason, thank you. The City of Spokane and Gonzaga's Climate Institute are teaming up to introduce a cooling ordinance aimed at keeping renters safe during extreme heat. If approved, landlords will be required to keep bedrooms at or below 80 degrees. According to the city, heat-related deaths have been increasing, and average temperatures have risen over the years. In 2021 alone, there were 19 heat-related deaths and over 300 people who needed medical treatment for heat-related illnesses. City Council member Sarah Dixit, a sponsor of the ordinance, writing that a tenant's access to cooling has been neglected for too long.
A new water booster station is almost finished in the West Plains, and some neighbors living nearby might feel their water pressure go up. If you pass by the area of West Bow and Spotted Road, you may see this. Once completed in September, the water will be pulled from a reservoir the city built at Spokane International Airport 3 years ago. These stations are strategically put in spots near low pressure zones. And for those wondering if they'll see a higher water bill, the city says this water booster shouldn't affect your bill. They also mentioned the new station will help with the expected growth in the West Plains area.
Allows us to accommodate that growth in the future, because we know enough information to know that it's going to come, and that's a challenging area because of how it sits above the Spokane area.
Right now, the city's built 26 different water booster stations in lower pressure areas, and they say having the extra water can help with wildfire season as well.
It's been an ongoing debate for nearly a decade, but now the Spokane City Council is poised to remove a statue from downtown. Activists have called it culturally insensitive, and tonight the council is expected to approve a contract for its removal. Daniel Purcell has the details.
Thousands of drivers pass through the intersection of Monroe and Riverside every day. But drivers may not know that they are driving past a statue that has been the topic of heated discussion for many years.
In about 2020, we heard a lot of comments from folks in the Pacific Islander community about the historical harm of Monahan and the statue and the impact from his actions in Samoa to the plaque, which clearly has racist remarks on there.
The statue depicts Robert Monahan, the first Washingtonian to graduate from the U.S. Naval Academy, who was killed protecting a fellow soldier while in Samoa. However, the plaques on the statue refer to the Samoans as savages and depicts them in a racially insensitive way.
A lot of it is the language on the statue. It is harmful. It is a blight on the city. It is not supposed to be who we are. And so it was really important to address the historical harm that had taken place from American colonialism.
Tonight, the City Council is voting to confirm a contract to move the statue from the spot it has called home for 120 years. Councilman Dillon says the move should have happened faster, but politics got in the way.
It's taken us a long road to get here, too long I would argue, but I'm really happy that we are here. We need to continue to listen to those who have been impacted by racist rhetoric and violence and the harms of American colonialism. So I think this is a really proud moment for the city.
Groups have advocated for the removal of the statue for over 20 years. I reached out to some of these advocacy groups about the statue's removal, but did not hear back. Officials with the city aren't sure when the process will begin to remove the statue from downtown, but that the statue will be relocated here behind me at the Monahan Family Mausoleum at Fairmont Memorial Park. Reporting in Spokane, I'm Daniel Purcell, 4 News Now.
Well, over the weekend, the Gonzaga basketball team added its first new player this transfer portal cycle.
Yeah, Isaiah Harwell signs with the Zags from the Houston Cougars, Jack.
He's a former 5-star recruit and helps complement GU pretty well. Find out more about how he could make a major impact in Spokane next season and how he fits into the 2026-27 roster that still has plenty of holes to fill. That's next in sports.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by Gold Seal Plumbing.
The train is right on time. Grand Funk Railroad still shining on tour. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, April 16th.
Winning is just the beginning.
For over 18 years, Brothers Flooring has treated our customers like family. From big bear hugs to great deals on flooring, we have always gone the extra mile to make our neighbors' homes better. At Brothers Flooring, we make it beautiful.
Life doesn't stand still, and neither do you. Some days start before sunrise. Others don't slow until long after. Wendell Ford gets it. Life moves, so do you. From first adventures to familiar routines. Wendell is proud to be part of these moments. That's why you can drive a new vehicle for under $400 a month. Wendell Ford, drive for generations.
The Tire Store for auto repairs, tires, and wheels. At the Tire Store, they'll let you split up your repair bill over a couple months. Get your car fixed today. ASC certified, and you can start an account with no credit check. Tire Store.
You would never go years without changing your oil. Did you know not maintaining your water heater can cause serious issues? Sediment can reduce efficiency, causing higher energy bills, leaks, and water heater failure. Sediment also causes bacteria that impacts water quality. And annual flush is the best defense against costly damage to your home, health, and wallet. Right now, Gold Seal Plumbing is offering an $89 water heater flush to keep your home and family safe and worry-free. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Just how much cash did Coeur d'Alene Casino pay out last year? If you guessed over 90 million, jackpot. That's over 90 million reasons to try your luck this year at Coeur d'Alene Casino, where winning is just the beginning.
Her extraordinary act of forgiveness after what the founder of the nation's largest megachurch did to her.
I wanted to forgive because I don't want to carry bitterness.
Next, Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
I want to see you rock out.
Idol's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Night is live on ABC and Disney+.
Take it to the rafters.
And your top 9 are revealed.
Oh, my God.
American Idol live tonight on ABC and Disney+.
Gonzaga men's basketball added their first player from the transfer portal over this weekend, Isaiah Harwell from the Houston Cougars. He's a fantastic fit into the Zag system. The five-star high school recruit and former McDonald's All-American has all the pedigree and massive athleticism for the guard role alongside Mario Saint-Superi, but he lacks as strong of a defensive presence as departing Emmanuel Innocenti, but still a solid one that can switch and fill a defensive vacuum with most of GU's elite defensive talent now gone. Pocatello native couldn't break even 14 minutes a game as a true freshman last season, struggling to overcome a nagging knee injury that stalled its production. Harwell fell out of the rotation, but he does have a great opportunity to make an impact for a Gonzaga team that could use a developmental, well-rounded prospect. And speaking of guys that are out, former Zag Emmanuel Innocenti is the first Zag in the portal to now commit elsewhere as he signs with the Arizona State Sun Devils earlier today, a team now led by Old St. Mary's longtime head coach Randy Bennett. Innocenti arrives to his third team in his career. He started at Tarleton State before Gonzaga, earning all WAC defensive and freshman team honors. The defensive-focused guard will be one of the better defensive wings in the Big 12 if he keeps up his production, as he was a consistent lockdown defender on usually the best opposing player all season for Gonzaga in 2025-26. So now we can look at an updated look for next season's roster. Of course, this is not finalized yet. For the returners, star senior Braden Huff, Mario Saint-Superi, Davis Fogel, plus redshirt freshman Parker Jefferson, and former walk-ons Joaquim Erasmore and Alonzo Metz. Now, freshmen committed so far, the German guard Jack Kyle, forward Luca Foster, and 7-foot center Sam Funches, and Harwell makes that 10 players overall. So now that means 5 spots remain for roster space. Looking at the WNBA draft today, former WSU star Charlize Ledger-Walker is one of the newest members of the Connecticut Sun, taken in the second round and 18th overall. She transferred to the UCLA Bruins over the past 2 seasons, winning the national title just over a week ago. Ledger-Walker played in Pullman for 4 seasons, earning the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year and multiple All-America honors. So pretty great for her and big congratulations. But one more look at how Gonzaga could look. They do need a big center. Arizona State transfer Masamba Diop, one of the best guys there, close friends with Ismaila Diani, just left. Big target, and he's down to Gonzaga and St. John's, reportedly. So it's down to those 2, and saying that he could decide this week. Looking to be fast.
What is it, like almost 50% of players are like in the portal across the country?
I think over 1,700.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of
insane.
players.
That is a lot.
All right, Jack, thank you. The countdown is on for Bloomsday, and this year is a big one.
And I don't want to get competitive with the morning show, but they, I think, are all already signed up. And I don't think any of us have signed up yet.
Do we need to then?
We need to start
make it a challenge?
At least planning things out. Are you in, Jack?
I'm not. I did it last year, and that was
enough?
It's a miracle that I'm still here today. So that's what I'll say about that.
Well, the iconic race is celebrating its 50th anniversary, and to mark the milestone, the MAC has put together a special exhibit. Alexandra Cohen takes us inside for a look at some of the unique pieces on display.
Whether you're a Bloomie or a spectator, you likely agree that Bloomsday brings out something special in the city of Spokane. That comes from its impressive story and rich history, which is all on display here at the MAC for the 14 Million Miles, 50 Years of Bloomsday exhibit.
Bloomsday race impacts so many people. It elevates the community.
Stepping into the Helen South Alexander Gallery, 49 Bloomsday t-shirts greet you, each one marking a different year of the race. And that's only the start of this trip down memory lane.
For us, it's really important for us to have the opportunity to show off sort of some not usually seen items for the public to enjoy.
The MAC partnered with the Lilac Bloomsday Association to showcase memorabilia from over the years, including the original letter that started the race, a unique trophy for perennial runners, and unique archival video of the race's early days.
I think when you're walking through here, you really get a sense of what this race has meant to the community. And it's more than just a race, you know? I mean, it's part of the identity of this town, which is really exciting.
The exhibit isn't just about looking back. It also invites each visitor to share their own Bloomsday story and explain what this race means to them. You can come and check it out through Race Day, May 3rd. In Spokane, Alexandra Cohen-Yarts, 4 News Now.
Alexandra, thank you so much. Well, folks, today we were still above our average for this time of year, but we're going to get much cooler, and overnight we're going to be below freezing. So get ready for the chill to be back. Also, snow in the mountains and more rain on the way. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
From the beginning, they were plotted,
The music that sold over 100 million records. Chicago, September 27th, BECU Live at Northern Quest. The music of Chicago, September 27th, BECU Live at Northern Quest. On sale now at northernquest.com. Chicago, produced by Live Nation.
Hello, I'm Mark Peterson. Meet Nelson, a 90-pound tortoise and an educational ambassador. He's outgrown his space, but not his shell. He needs a safe roaming area where he can move freely. Join the Extreme Team, brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
If you have a vehicle you no longer need, you can give it new purpose through Union Gospel Mission. Simply go to ugmmotors.org or call 509-327-HELP to schedule a pickup. Your donation gives people like Tyler food, shelter, job training, and the opportunity for a whole new life. Be a driver of change. Donate your vehicle to Union Gospel Mission.
We rent china, glassware, tents, and barbecues, flatware, linen, stands for staging, tables, chairs.
A to Z rental, no job too big, no job too small.
Jackhammers, stand doors, washers, stump grinder saws, generators, skid steer, excavator, dingoes, trailers, tractors, nailers, staplers, hole diggers, tillers, mowers, yard vac, aerators.
Call A to Z Rental at 509-924-2000 or go to rentatoz.com.
We rent everything, man.
Now open in Airway Heights.
At A to Z Rental, we rent everything.
Meet the redesigned 2026 Subaru Outback, built for the Northwest and ready for whatever the road turns into.
With legendary Subaru capability, advanced safety technology, and the refined interior designed for comfort, the new Outback is ready for everyday drives and weekend escapes. More space, more versatility, and the confidence of Subaru symmetrical all-wheel drive.
Come experience the new Subaru Outback for yourself.
The 2026 Subaru Outback, now at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s. Hey!
4 News Now is brought to you by River City Glass.
Welcome back on this Monday evening, and more shower activity just besides this morning. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene keep getting left out. All of the showers today were to the north. Quite a bit of soaking for Sandpoint area, Bonners Ferry, Chewelah got quite a bit of thunder and lightning, but that is dissipating. We're seeing much calmer conditions, except for the winds. They're still kicking up, but we're going to have a calm overnight period into tomorrow, and then more precipitation in our afternoon and more widespread for Wednesday, though Spokane could be left out of that as well. I'll get to that in the future cast. And then we'll be looking at, again, maybe a little bit warmer temperatures, though we do expect some shower activity possible for your next weekend. And get this, winter storm warning for the Cascades. That starts tomorrow, late morning into the evening of Wednesday, tax day, and we expect to see inches of snow. How many inches? Look at this, 10 to 20 inches of snow for Snoqualmie, for Stevens Pass. That is incredible for the middle of April. 6 to 12 inches for Lookout Pass, even though they're not in an advisory, at least as of yet. So if you're doing any traveling over the passes, please make sure to check conditions. So our future cast. All those kind of residual showers to the north are moving off, and then we'll be looking at pretty okay conditions into tomorrow morning, though it will be chilly and cloudy. Then we'll see shower activity coming in the afternoon, sticking around in the evening, and then settling down to where it was yesterday for Wednesday morning. Look at this. We could see snow for Pullman, Dayton, in the upper elevations of the Blues, St. Mary's, Lookout Pass. Then as we move on into Wednesday, we'll be seeing some scattered showers into Thursday morning. But for the moment, Spokane, Coeur d'Alene are to the north. So really, this week is all about Spokane and Coeur d'Alene missing the important events and everything happening to the north and to the south. So current temperatures, we're in the mid to upper 40s for North Idaho. North Idaho around 10 degrees cooler than they were yesterday. Warmer for the Inland Empire. higher, right in the mid-50s pretty much across the board. Our overnight lows are going to be above the freezing level, but chillier, mid to upper 30s across the board, 44 Spokane. But do get ready for much cooler conditions overnight. Also, winds kind of in and out today. We do expect to see 15 to 20 mile per hour winds overnight into tomorrow with gusts in the 20 mile per hour range. 52 tomorrow, then 48 for Wednesday. Overnight Wednesday through Friday overnight, we'll be looking at right near freezing mark conditions. So if you're planning on planting anything soon, wait until the weekend. We will warm up. So a bit of a break from showers tonight. They'll return tomorrow afternoon with snow in the mountains.
All right, Jason, thank you. High gas prices, interest rates, and other financial pressures are impacting how parents are approaching the topic of money with their kids.
Topics that used to be off limits, like household finances and budgeting, are now part of everyday conversations. Michael Yoshida takes a closer look at how moms and dads are helping the next generation better understand the value of a dollar.
From wishing they had known more from their own parents to not wanting their kids to make the same money mistakes they made, a growing number of American families are being more transparent about financial decisions and economic realities.
Money and family finances going from taboo topics to table talk.
Your parents are having much more transparent conversations about the family finances with kids.
Intuit's Dave Zasada says in a recent survey, 81% of U.S. parents reported current financial stresses made them realize how important it is to teach their kids about money, with 79% saying they are more transparent than their parents were with them, and 71% wanting their kids to avoid mistakes they made.
They're finding just everyday real-world examples that they can use to start conversations. That could be as simple as we're going to the grocery store and we need to talk about wants and needs.
The shift happening as a new generation is entering the conversation.
Gen Alpha is influencing billions in household spending today.
PwC's Allie Furman says this group, with the oldest entering high school and youngest still in strollers, is often criticized for how much time they spend in front of device screens. But that's missing the point and their impact.
They learned how to tap a screen and how to put things into a cart before they could walk, many of them. So commerce is as natural to them as running water is. It's just part of their flow.
Online shopping carts are becoming the new family group chat, where wants are expressed, negotiations happen, and purchases are made with or without parents.
Gen Alpha is not waiting for purchasing power. They already have it. They're already earning income, developing brand loyalty well before high school. And they're already buying things when their parents aren't looking.
And on that point, in their recent Gen Alpha survey, PwC found that about 1 in 4 kids say they use shopping apps or shop online to buy items without their parents knowing. In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida reporting.
Well, as we head into a break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's time to see Walkers in a whole new way during the grand reopening sales event this week at all locations, as they showcase their newly remodeled stores with modern new looks and designs filled with fun new furniture items and beautiful outdoor furniture showrooms with outdoor patio sets and fire pits made for the Northwest. Plus, special financing is available, so you can get it today and pay for it over time. This week at all Walkers Furniture locations.
You got shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long COVID. You got chills.
Welcome to Parker Toyota.
There's a difference between selling cars and taking care of people.
At Parker Toyota, we believe how you're treated matters.
We're people who take the time to do things the right way.
Because comfort shouldn't be an upgrade.
This is how getting a car should feel. Visit us at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical guarantees to keep your home safe and cool. Your comfort is Andy's priority. Stay cool this summer with a new air conditioning system from Carrier and turn to the experts. Andy's offers a wide range of top quality air conditioning systems that are both reliable and environmentally friendly. Andy's team of experts are highly trained and experienced, so you can stay comfortable with Andy's hassle-free installation service. Andy's Heating, Cooling, Electrical, your trusted Carrier experts since 1972.
You asked, and we listened. R&R RV is now open 7 days a week. Now through September. The R&R RV sales, service, and parts departments are here for you every single day. Need a service appointment, missing a part, or maybe it's time to upgrade to that dream motorhome. Whatever you need, whenever you need it. R&R RV is open 7 days a week. Sales, service, and parts. Now open Sundays. R&R RV, family-owned and customer-driven. Division in Francis and North Spokane, or look for the open sign in Liberty Lake.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, here's a live look at the Spokane City Council meeting where they'll be discussing an emergency ordinance to ban drive-through restaurants in parts of the city for a year. We'll tell you the outcome of that vote tonight at 11.
And those showers to the north are moving on into the east, and we should see a pretty calm overnight period despite some winds, 15 to 20 mile per hour. But showers will return tomorrow afternoon. And if you're doing any traveling into the mountains, inches of snow start tomorrow late morning.
Okay.
You're cordially invited to watch Derek's first pitch at the Spokane Indians game tomorrow. Tomorrow. Join us.
Early game.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily